Ramachandra ki Jai. Thank you very much, Pandit Prakash. Last week I spent a week with him at Shanti Bhavan, and of course tonight I have come to spend another night with you and the family. So Baba, it's a great pleasure always to be in your company. On behalf of Rohit and Monica, let me say to all of you again, Shubha Swagatam, congratulations on your 20th wedding anniversary. And I'm sure you have enjoyed 20 years, and we pray that Bhagavan will continue to bless you in a very special way. To all our partners, Pandit Navin, very nice to be with you again. As my godson, Pandit Videsh, and our Satya Prakash Manavi, Pandit Rambakhan. So we're very happy to be here, and it's our blessings to be here at this family's home, a wonderful family. So we'll stand as together we join in the Ramayan Arati. Hare Om Ganananta Ganapatipam Havamahe Priyananta Priyapatipam Havamahe Nidhinanta Nidhipatipam Havamahe Vaso Mama Aham Chani Karvadam Atmacha Karvadam Om Vigneshwaraya Pratamam Shaiva Putrete Dvityam Brahmacharini Tetyam Chandagante Te Pushmante Te Chaturkam Panchamam Skanamate Te Shashtam Katyani Te Cha Saptamam Kalarate Mahakari Te Chashmamam Navamam Siddhidate Cha Nauturva Prakirititam Om Namah Shivaya. He Prabhu Anand Data Gyan Humko Dijiye Shikra Sare Nurguno Se Dur Hame Se Kijiye. You are the light that dispels all darkness. Beloved Lord, to you we offer our salutations. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Sarva Mangala Mangalya Shive Sarvata Shadike Sharanya Ambike Gauri Narayani Namostute Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Prabhu Ramachandra ki Jai. शुभ श्रृंगार मूर्ति भारत शेरा Om Namo Narayana Hare Om Namo Jai Bolo Jagadamba Bhavani Jai Bolo Jagadamba Bhavani महाशक्ति देवी के जय श्यावर रामचंद्र के जय पवन पुत्र हनुमान के जय वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। So let me just my devotees extend to you Shiva Swagatam, a very special welcome to this evening's puja. Worship of the Lord as Bhagavan Shri Ram Madhyara Purushottam, and this evening our discourse highlights the glory of the Lord as Bhagavan Shri Ram. And this evening, once again, it gives great pleasure on behalf of the Maharaj family, the entire family. You see, friends, this is a family that has come together. But you see, things happen for things to happen. So what happened for this to happen? Had it not been for Rohita and Monika's anniversary, then maybe this would not have happened. Okay? It is because of the anniversary that Pandit Prakash and his family left New York and come here. We have all come to this home to celebrate with this family. And as such, we are very happy for this family, a wonderful family, always, in devotion, always in satsang, always, doing the things that will lift and elevate the family. So on behalf of the entire family, I want to say Shiva Swagatam, a very special welcome to this evening. We celebrate in many different ways. Rohita and Monika and the family, they could have put a long table, and with all the drinks on the table, and the different types of food, although this is a vegetarian family, this is how people celebrate. But when one decides to sit like this, then it tells you something about this family. This is a family who knows the priority, and they know that Bhagavan has blessed this marriage. For 20 years they have been able, sometimes when the knot is tied, after a few years the knot is opened. This is a knot that has been tied and well tied, and so I want to say congratulations to this wonderful couple. So friends, this evening, let's all get on to our katha as we have invocation at this time. So let's all bow heads and pray as we meditate now on the glorious form of Bhagavan Shri Ram. Mantra Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. As we sit up in a position of prayer, we concentrate, we meditate now. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ganeshaya Shri Saraswate Namaha Shri Gurudev Namo Namaha Om Namaha Shivaya. Everybody. Om Namaha Shivaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Everybody. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Shambhikaya. To the Lord Shri Ganesha, remove our four obstacles, give us full wisdom. To him we offer salutations. Jai Ganesha, Gananatha Dayanidhi, Sakala Vignanakara, Dori Hamari. Yam Brahma Vedanta Vedo Vadanti Param Pradhanam Purusham Tadhanye Vishwargate Karanameshwaram Vatasmai Namo Vigna Vinashanaya. To Lord Shiva, the benevolent Namaskar. Karpura Gauram Karunavataram Samsara Saram Bhujagendaharam Sada Vasantam Hridayarvinde Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami. Devi, the mighty one, the powerful one. Namami Tvam Mahadevi, Mahabhaya Vinashini, Mahadurga Prashanini, Mahakarunya Rupini Devi. बारंबार नमस्कार, बारंबार नमस्कार, बारंबार नमस्कार देवी. या देवी सर्वभूतेषु दयारूपेण संस्थिता. नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः. नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः. देहर हनुमान महाप्रभु जो कछु संकट होय हमारो. कौन सो संकट मोर गरीब जो तुमसे नहीं जाता है तारो. ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम. प्रेम से बोलो प्रभु रामचंद्र की जय. Ramayana Katha. You see friends, there are many scriptures in the world. Ramayana, Shiv Puran, Bhagavad Gita, अनेक रूप, अनेक ग्रंथ, many names, many forms, many scriptures. But you know, one of the gem amongst the scriptures is Ramayana. And as long as we have known ourselves, we have always heard Ramayana Katha, humko pyara, Ramayana Katha, sabko pyara. And you see, Ramayana is a prescription for a fruitful life. Ramayana is what we live, friends. This is the way we live our lives. This is the teachings of Ramayana. And whatever we do, you know, is found in the Ramayana. So Bhagwan Shri Ram, he is Maryada Purushottam. He is the role model of human perfection. And this evening, our Katha is about Bhagwan himself meets with a devotee. You see, Bhagwan meets with his devotee. He finds his devotee. And when the Lord meets with the devotee, what happens when that meeting takes place? When a devotee comes face to face with God, you know something, we can't see God, but we can, you know, feel his presence. You see, these eyes are physical, so you will see all the physical things. But God is not physical, God is spiritual. Aham brahmasi tattvamasi. So to see God, physical eyes cannot see the spiritual being. It was the spiritual eyes, it is called Jnana Netram. Bhagavan Shiva is Trilochana, he has three eyes, the two physical eyes and the third eye which is in the middle of the brow. So he has the third eye. And it is with the third eye that we can see him, which is the spiritual eye, Jnana Netram. So we have that eye, but that eye is closed. And through penance, kathin tapasya, then that eye opens and then we can behold the presence of the Lord. So this evening, let us see what happens as Tulsidas Ji has written a beautiful katha for us this evening. Shri Ram Jai Ram. I forgot to tell you something this evening. When you come to satsang, you have to do two things. No, you have to do three things. When we sing, you sing together with us. Right? When we explain, you listen carefully. And the third thing, Tali Bajao, you use these hands, you clap and you create a nice vibration. Because this is a joyful sound, this is a sound you're making for Bhagwan. So this is what we have to do. When I sing Jai Ram, Shri Ram, we all will sing together. Use these hands, friends. And in the end, we want to enjoy this evening. All of us together, Shri Ram, Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram. Everybody. Shri Ram, Jai Ram. Jaya, Jaya Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram. Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Rama Jaya Rama, Jaya Jaya Principle of Prabhu Ramachandra ki jai. Puni Raghunatha chale panamaki. Now Bhagwan Sri Ram, as he goes through the forest region, you see Bhagwan Sri Ram is on a journey. And he's going from one place to another place. Sri Ram did not settle down one place and he built his ashram and remained there for 14 years. He kept moving on from one place to another place. And that is the special journey that Bhagwan Sri Ram has undertaken. You see, remember, life is a journey. We all left our homes and we journeyed to come here. So it is, we as spiritual travelers in a cosmic journey. And as we continue to journey, to go, you know where we are going? To know where you're going, you have to know where you came from. So where did you come from? Of course, we came, Prakash came from New York. I came from Charliewood. Some of you came from so many different places. Okay? But in the end, like Bhagwan is saying, we came from Bhagwan. We all came from God. So if we come from God, then where we have to go back? We have to go back to Bhagwan. See, so we are traveling back to the Lord. So, understand. Sri Ram is on a journey. We too are on that journey that is taking us back to Bhagwan. And Lord Krishna says, our goal is Satchitanand and God is our goal. You know something? This body will go away. When we live our fullest life, where will this body go? I won't tell you. And then when we give up this body, our soul will begin to travel back to God. You see? So, Pune Raghunatha chale panamaki, Sri Ram is going forward. Now when we look at the soul, the Atma Rama Ananda Sarupa. Sri Ram is the soul, Sri Ram is the Atma. Pune Raghunatha chale panamaki, and the soul goes forward. You see, there's a ladder. We could go up in the ladder or we could come down the ladder. This Chopai says all of us together. Shri Ram Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram. Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram. Jaya Jaya Ram. Prabhu Ramachandra ki jai. Bade bhagya manush tanu pava sura durlabha grantha nagava. If you look at creation, you have from the insects, animals, birds, reptiles, plants, look at all of them. But the highest form or the greatest form is manushatan, to be born as a person. So the soul has gone through all of this and has reached the crest jewel of God's creation. You see. So we have climbed all the ladders and we have reached to the top. So the soul goes forward. But just as Sri Ram aage chale goes forward, so too we can come down. Okay. Are you sure in your next life you're going to be born as a person? Are you sure? Well, I want to feel so, right? But just remember, we can also come down the ladder and be born as a bird. We could be born as any other creature. You see, that is possible. But we must not allow that to happen. This is why you come satsang, so that you will ensure that you do not descend. You have to go up the spiritual ladder. So Shri Ram आगे चले as he goes forward. मुनिवर वृंद विपुल संग लागे, सब श्रेष्ठ मुनि साथ ही साथ चले. Okay, look at the river. The water is flowing in the river. Okay? What guides the water in the river? The two banks. If you had no banks in the river, Rohit, where would water go? It will flood up everywhere. But guided by the two banks, the water reaches the ocean. So आगे चले, the water is going forward. And where is the water going? To the ocean, to the sea. You see? So it is, we must all, move forward in life, friends. Life is about moving forward. One writer says, forward ever, backward never. Always go forward in life. Always, life is about achieving. Life is about bettering your position. Go forward, friends. And as you go forward, you achieve more and more. You see. So, आगे चले बहुरे रघुराय, and as Bhagwan Shri Ram goes forward. But as you progress in life, you see, life is about progress. So why did Pandit Prakash leave Monroe to go to New York? He likes New York very much. In order to progress, you see, it's about a progressive life. Rohit, look how nicely you built your home. You're progressing. This is what life is about, progressing. Life is about achieving. So one question I want to ask Rohit is, in your 20 years, young Malika, what did you achieve? Don't tell them. Don't tell nobody. You have achieved quite a lot, you see. So this is what actually you have to move on and achieve in life, friends. So, but Shri Ram is not alone. Sab Shresth Muni Sate Hi Sate Chale. Shri Ram is in the company of the sages and saints. Sate Hi Sate means together. So Shri Ram is together with the sages and saints. You see. Now there's a beautiful word which is called Satsang. So this evening we have come Satsang. When we gather together in the name of Bhagwan, look at all the sages, they are in the company of the Lord. Okay, look at this flower. It's made up of flowers and a string. You think the flowers alone will stay? No, you need the thread to hold it up, right? So, and then you tie a knot, and what do you do with the mala? You offer it to Bhagwan, you offer it to Baba. So the flowers, the string is in the company of the flowers. You know what happened here? The string is in the company of the flowers. It's associated with the flowers. If you take out the string, all the flowers fall. You see? So that company is called Satsang. So you see, this mala is a reminder of Satsang. We come together in the name of Bhagwan Shri Ram. So Shri Ram is in the company of the sages and saints. Okay. If I give you a piece of coal, C-O-A-L, coal is black in color, right? How will you make it white? How will a black piece of coal get white? Take some white paint? No. The fire is lighted, put the coal in the fire, and see after a while the black coal gets red. And when the fire goes out, the red coal gets white. You see, that fire is called Satsang. What is it called? Satsang. So Satsang is like a fire, and the impurities, the blackness of the coal represents the impurities. And what happens? In Satsang, we become pure. You see, our thoughts become pure. So this is what the Chaupai says again, everybody. So you see, this is called Satsang. Sri Ram is in a company, or maybe the sages are in a company of Sri Ram. And that company is called Satsang, the company of friends. You see, the black coat becomes white through the association with the fire. So it is, on a dry day, when the breeze blows, look at the dust, it is blown so high. On a rainy day, the dust mixes with the water and it becomes mud. You see, associated with the wind, the dust reaches great heights, associated with the rain, it becomes mud. Look at it. Simple little examples. You see. So that association is called Satsang. I know what takes place in Satsang. Satsang transforms, it changes. Satsang changes the way you think, the way you behave, the way you see things. So Bhagavan Sri Ram in the company, the sages in his company. So what happens? On the journey, you see, sages and saints who join Sri Ram. Asya ka samoha dekar, Raghunath ji bada daya aayi. But as they were going on the way, they came to a spot. And on the ground there was a heap of bones. So they all stopped. And they're looking at this heap on the ground. Bada daya aayi. And when Sri Ram saw this, what is daya? Daya means compassion, mercy. So Sri Ram, when he saw this, he felt very sorry because he realized these are the remains of someone who died here. So, bada daya aayi. Muni se bole ke Swami, jante hai bhi puchte hai. So Sri Ram is asking the sages, what is this? Tell me. What happened here? So you know what the sages said to him? Prabhu, jante ho bhi puchte hai, you know. And still you ask. Jante ho bhi puchte hai, you know, but still you ask Prabhu. And you see, this tells us something. Is there anything God doesn't know? You think Bhagavan knows you came to satsang tonight? You think he knows that? Yes, he knows everything. You see? Binu pagachalai sunai binu kana. He sees without eyes, he hears without ears, he walks without feet. So he knows everything. There's a beautiful proverb says, Om Namo Svanantai Shahasmarate Shahastapada Chishabhave. Shahastapada, he has thousands of feet, he has thousands of eyes, he has thousands of hands. That is Mahavishnu Bhagavan himself. Shahasra Shirika. Shirika means they had thousands of heads. You see? So that is, the universal form of Bhagavan, the cosmic form. So, Bhagavan knows everything. Once, Swamiji called his disciples together and he gave each one of them one banana. So he said, go in different directions, eat banana, come back, let nobody see you. So they went in different directions. So they came back. So Guruji said, tell me, where did you eat banana? He said, Guruji, I went in the room, I locked the door, nobody saw me, so I ate banana there. Next one said, I climbed up on top of a high mountain. When I looked around, nobody could see me, I ate banana there. And so each one gave different places where they ate the banana where nobody will see. So he came to the last one, he said, son, where did you eat your banana? So he put his hand in his pocket, he took it out, he said, Guruji, I didn't eat it. So Guruji said, I told you to eat it. Why you didn't eat it? He said, every time I went to peel the banana to eat it, I saw the eyes of Bhagavan watching me. Any side I turned, I saw him watching me. Sahasra Shiraka Purkha, thousands are his eyes. So he sees everything, you see. So that little story tells you, Bhagavan sees everything. Jante Hube, he knows everything. You see, Bhagavan Shiva has 3 eyes, so he is Trilochan. And the 3 eyes sees the past, the present, and the future. How many of you can see the future here? Anybody can see the future? No, not even me. Right? But Bhagavan, he can see the future. Right? He sees everything. Whatever is gone, he sees. Whatever is at present, he sees. Listen to Lord Shiva, everybody. Use your hands again. Ab Shiva par karo mor naiya, Ab Shiva par. Namah Shivaya Shantaya Bam Bhora Baba. Namah Shivaya Shantaya Bam Bhora Baba. मापते महादेव की जय. जानते हो भी पूछते हैं. So the Lord knows it all. There is nothing that escapes him. He sees without eyes, he hears without ears, he walks without feet. That is called Nirgun Brahm, God who has no form. You know something? If you open the pipe, what is the form of water? Water has no form, but put it in a freezer, you get the ice cubes, you see. So it is with God himself. Simple as an explanation. Sab Muniyo Rakshas Samod Bhakshan kar gaye. So the sages said, Lord, these were your devotees. And these demons, they destroyed them. When Shri Ram heard this, Raghunathji Netra mein jal bhar aaya. Tears came to the eyes of Shri Ram. You know, he felt sorry to know that here lived the people and they were destroyed. They were destroyed by the demons. So Shri Ram, Prithvi Rakshasa se hin kar dunga. So when Shri Ram heard this, सब मुनियों के सामने भुजा उठाकर, भुजा means hand, Shri Ram lifted his hands, and in front of all the sages, he made a pran, he made a vow. And what vow? He made a promise. सबके आश्रम में जाकर सुख दिया. He says, I will go to all the ashrams of the sages and I will bring happiness to them. Sukha means happiness. You see? So when Shri Ram saw this, the destruction of all these holy ones, he made a promise that he is going to visit the ashrams of all these sages and saints. And when he goes to this ashram, what is he going to carry? Right? He's going to carry his blessings to bring happiness. He's going to carry happiness. He's going to make them happy. You see, friends? So that's one of the things we must always do. Wherever we go, we must always carry, our blessings. Like you have come to Rohit's home here. What have you brought for him? You have brought a gift for him tonight. But this gift is not wrapped in gift boxes. It is not wrapped with a ribbon and gift paper. You have brought your blessings. Am I right? You came to wish them well on their anniversary. This is the blessing you brought for this family. And whenever you go to somebody's home, you must always carry your blessings. Leave your blessings with that family. May they always have prosperity. May they always see good. May always good things be with them. Don't wish anybody bad, friends. Always when you go to somebody's home, always wish them well. That's the blessing will come back to you. You see? So that's the blessing, Rohit, we have brought to your home. You and Monica and the children, that you will always be happy, that you will continue to prosper and you will have progress in your life. Good. That's the blessing we brought for you this evening. So, Sri Ram, he says, I will bring happiness to those when I visit their ashram. So let us see what happens again. Everybody, Sri Ram, Jai Ram. Sri Ram, Jai Ram. Everybody. Sri Ram, Jai Ram. Jai Jai Ram. Sri Ram, he says he's going to visit the ashrams of all these sages and bring happiness to them. So as he continued on the journey, एक अगस्त ऋषि का चतुर्शिष्य जिसका सुदीक्षण नाम. So as he was going in the direction, there was an ashram, and there lived the Sutikshan, one of the great sages. And Sutikshan, he was the disciple of Agastya. So Agastya Rishi was the guru, and his sishya was Sutikshan. So Sutikshan, he lived in this ashram, and Raghunath ji का बड़ा प्रेमी, मन क्रम वचन रघुनाथ जी चरण कमल का सेवक, and he was totally devoted to Bhagwan Shri Ram. Sutikshan was totally devoted. You see, he believed in Bhagwan. So first we have to believe in Bhagwan. Do you believe in God? So if you believe in God and God will give you what you want, what will happen? So you lose faith in Bhagwan, right? No, you don't lose faith. If you look at Bhagwan, says, hand lifted like this. He said, wait, have patience. You know something? Patience is a scarce commodity. When you see I'm ready to go, I can't wait again. Right? You see, patience, but patience is a virtue. You see, we must have patience in every aspect. Okay, put a little seed in the ground. You won't get to plant the fruit right away. You have to wait. Put up the food on the stove. You get it right away, perhaps? No, you have to wait. Good. So in every aspect of life, we have to exercise patience. It's a virtue. So, Supikshan, he lived in this ashram. And he had total faith in Bhagavan. He believed in Sri Ram. Man in his mind, vachan words, kram action, in thought, word and in deed, he was devoted to God. No matter what happens, he's always devoted to the Lord. So in the same way, we too must be devoted to our dharma. We too, whether it's rain or sun, whatever there is, we have to do our duty, and we have to do our duty. You see, always be devoted to your dharma. Perhaps when it is snowing and you have to go temple, you still go. Yeah? Because you're devoted to your duty. Little bit of rainfall, no, I'm going to wait tomorrow rain. No, these little obstacles will come in our way to test us, to see if your faith is strong. So always remember, you must have obstacles in life, you must have little ups and downs, right away? But you have to overcome all of this. So Supikshan, totally devoted to the Lord. Bhagavan Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita, there's a beautiful verse which says, Man mana bhava madhavato madhyaye mam namaskuru mam devasya yuktaya atmanam mata parayanaha bhaj govindam. Everybody, bhaj govindam, bhaj govindam, govindam bhaj modamate. Bhaj govindam, bhaj govindam, govindam bhaj modamate. Bhaj govindam, bhaj govindam, bhaj modamate. Lord Krishna says, Man mana bhava mad bhakto. Man mana. What is man? Man means everybody has one. Man means the mind. So he says, fix your mind on me. Man mana mad bhakto. Mad bhakto, my devotee. He says, fix your mind on me. Think of me. Okay? Man mana mad bhakto, be devoted to me. So what the Lord says, fix your mind on me. You see, concentration, the mind. You know what the mind is? What is the mind really? I know my fingers, I know my ears, I know my eyes, but what is the mind? Therefore is the mind. The mind is not something you could see. You see this piece of cloth, take a pair of scissors and cut it, it will ravel out. And all the thread will come out. So the fabric of the mind is just like a piece of cloth. It is made up of the threads. You know what the threads are? Thoughts. The mind is made up of thoughts. You see? So your mind is when you think. So what you're thinking about is your mind. Whatever is going through your mind, those are your thoughts. So man mana, let your thoughts be focused on me. Think about me. You see, the Lord says, think about me. But let me ask you one question. Can we think about God 24 hours a day? Nah, that will have to. Even for me too. But you see, when you don't think about God, you must think good things. Think constructive things. And think about good things. You see, in the end. you have what is called Trekal Sandhya. There are three important times. One is when the sun is rising, the night is going, 12 o'clock in the day and 6 o'clock in the evening. That is called Trekal Sandhya. Those are the times when, very nice time to pray. So that time, you offer your flowers, you do your arati, 12 o'clock you're at work, but you could say Om Namah Shivaya, right? In your office, in your job place. Yes, just take half a minute, Om Namah Shivaya, that's your prayer. In the evening when you come home, when you take your bath, light your day, Om Lakshmi Karotu Kalyana, that's all, you see. Simple little prayers. When Baba comes, he will do all the long prayers for you. So, simple little prayers. So he says, fix your mind on me. Be devoted to me. Sacrifice unto me. You see, you have to make sacrifice unto me. And look at the perfect example. This family, they have sacrificed. They have converted their home into a mandir. Right? I wish this could stay like this forever, but it can't, right? You see, they have sacrificed in making this home of theirs a mandir. The Kaishana's family have sacrificed, they have left their jobs and everything over there and they have come here. All of you have sacrificed and you have come to the home. This is what it says, sacrifice unto me. You see, parents say they're sacrificing for their children. Okay? And that's good. You sacrifice for your children. But what about if we sacrifice for God who gave us everything? So when you go mandir, when you go satsang, when you do puja, that is the sacrifice you make unto Him. Right? God could do without our prayers. God doesn't need our prayers. It's we who need God. You see? God is in all beings, but all beings are not in God. Not all beings think about God. So he says, Man mana mad bhakto madhyay mam namaskuru. Bow down to me. Namaskuru means bow down to me. So when you come to there, into this mandir, what did you do? When you looked at the altar, beautiful pictures, look at the baby, how nice. Did you put your hands and bow? Maybe you forget, right? But whenever you go mandir, whenever you go satsang, whenever you go to a yaki, when you come into the yakishala, just bow. Bow down to the Lord. You see, that's important. This is what Bhagavan says. Madhyai mam namaskuru, bow to me, he says. And then you will come to me. You will come to me, you see. So Sutikshan, totally devoted to the Lord. So Sutikshan is wandering. Let's do Shri Ram Jai Ram, everybody again. रघुनाथ मेरे समान मुझ पर दया करेंगे when Sutikshan heard the Lord was coming, Sutikshan left his home and he went out to search where Bhagavan is. Mere Ram aayenge, my Shri Ram is coming, where is he? So Sutikshan started to search for the Lord. And as he's searching, he's asking himself, he's wondering, will I get the blessings of the Lord? Will I have his darshan? Will he come to me? Am I fit to have the blessings of the Lord? You see, what must we have to get the blessings of God? Think about it. I wonder if we have that. What must we have to have blessings from God? Yes, friends. You have it. This is why you're here. You have that love for Bhagavan. You have that faith. You believe in Bhagavan. So you are fitted to receive. This is why you are here. So Sutikshan is wondering, मेरे समान मूर्ख पर दया करेंगे? He's wondering, am I fit? Will the Lord show his blessings? So with this in mind, Sutikshan is wondering. But as he looks, he's not seen Bhagavan. आज संसार भय नाशक कमल समान मुख दर्शन करके मेरे नेत्र सफल होंगे. He says today, आज means today. He says today, when I see Lord Bhagavan Shri Ram, my eyes will be blessed, my life will be blessed. I will be blessed when I see the Lord. You see, friends, when you come to yajna, when you come to satsang, when you have puja, when you look at all these beautiful pictures, these images of Bhagavan, these eyes become blessed. You see, when you lift these hands and you offer flowers to Bhagavan, the hands become blessed. When you sit down and you listen to the katha of Bhagavan as you are listening, these ears become blessed. When you come satsang, these feet become blessed. So let me ask one question. Are you blessed today? Yes. Aaj udhanyamay sunahu munisha. One day, Shri Ram, Lakshman, Bharat, Sattvan and Hanuman, they visited the royal garden. And as they visited the royal garden, 4 sages came. The 4 sages did not know Lord Rama was in the garden. So Shri Ram saw the 4 sages, and you know what Lord Rama did? He bowed down at the feet of the 4 sages. Bhagavan bows down. Just like when your Baba comes, when you see your Baba, you will bow at his feet. So it is, he bowed at the feet of the sages and saints. And Shri Ram had a yellow shawl, he spread it on the ground. And he held the hands of the 4 sages and put them to sit on the ground. You see? And then Shri Ram sat at the feet of Bhagavan, his God friends. Look where God sits at the feet of these holy men. And then Shri Ram, you know what he said to them? Ajudhanyamay sunahu munisa. He says, oh sages, today I am blessed. Right? He said, today I am blessed. Look at it. He didn't say, sages, you are blessed because you're in my company. No. He says, oh sages, today I am blessed. Ajudhanyamay. Everybody? Ajudhanyamay. Today I am blessed. Say that, everybody. Today I am blessed. God has blessed you, friends. Listen. So Shri Ram says in the company of the sages, and you know tonight I will say, you are not blessed. I am blessed to be in your company. In the company of openness, I am blessed to be here. To be at the home of Rohit and Monica, I am blessed. Of course we are all blessed. Prem se bolo Prabhu Ramachandra ki jai. So Sutikshan is looking for the Lord. And you know where the Lord is? You know how far Bhagavan is? So as we come close to the end of the Katha, we will see where the Lord is. How far is he from Sutikshan? All of us together here. Shri Ram Jai Ram. Everybody. Shri Ram Jai Ram. Jai Jai Rama. Shri Ram Jai Ram. Jai Jai Ram. जय चला होए वैसा पुलक शरीर पर सकल जैसा तब रघुनाथ निकट चले आए देखे दर्शन निज जन मन भाए श्री राम जय मन ही राम प्रभु भाते जगावा जागे न ध्यान जीवित सुख पावा श्री राम जय He was standing behind the tree, looking at Sutikshan. And Sutikshan is looking everywhere when Bhagavan is standing behind the tree looking at Sutikshan. Achal hokar baike. So Sri Ram then, he created a miracle. He created a vision in the mind of Sutikshan. And Sutikshan, he was seeing the beautiful form of Bhagavan Sri Ram. So he closed his eyes, achal hokar baith gaye. He sat on motionless on the ground. So when he sat on motionless on the ground, he closed his eyes. You know, what did you dream last night? No, I don't want to know your business. Right? Sometimes you have beautiful dreams. Sometimes you don't have too many beautiful dreams. So just imagine Sutikshan, he's seeing the Lord, you're dreaming Bhagavan himself. Sutikshan with his eyes closed, he's seeing the Lord with, his imagination. When Sri Ram came and said, Sutikshan, utho, get up Sutikshan. But Sutikshan was in so much of dhyan, Sutikshan closed his eyes in meditation. So Bhagavan is awakening him. Get up Sutikshan, utho. Monica, like when you waken your little children, right, to go to school. You waken them up and they want to get up. Sutikshan, the Lord is trying to wake him up. But Sutikshan is not sleeping, Sutikshan is in meditation, dhyan. So no matter how Sri Ram is trying to wake up Sutikshan, Sutikshan is not opening his eyes. Bara Sukh Paye is getting so much happiness in this dream, this vision he's having. You know what Sri Ram did? He withdrew the vision. So like the dream came to an end. But what Sri Ram did, he replaced the form of Raja Ram. He replaced that, you see, like this picture, this is Raja Ram, Sri Ram. So he replaced that with the four-arm form, Shankar Chakra Gadapadma, the four-arm form of Lord Vishnu. Sutikshan does know that form. Sutikshan does know who is this Char Bhuja four-arm form. Ghabarakar utha, he jumped up. And when he opened his eyes, what did he see? In front of him, Sri Ram and Lakshman and Devi sit in front of him. You see? So now when he saw this beautiful form of Bhagavan Sri Ram, there's a beautiful bhajan which says, Sri Ram hai Sukh ka dham. You know who is Sri Ram? Sri Ram is Sukh ka dham. Sukh means what? Everybody wants it. No, not money. Sukh means happiness. Everybody wants happiness. Money will bring you happiness too. if you have plenty of money, you're happy. And if you had no money, you're unhappy, right? So, okay, let's not discuss that, right? प्रेम से बोलो प्रभु रामचंद्र की जय. So, Shri Ram है सुख का धाम. Let's all join together. Shri Ram है सुख का धाम, अरे मन भजने से पाया, अरे मन भजने से पाया. जान सके तो जान, अरे मन भजने से तारा, अरे मन भजने से छोड़ कपट छल जिसने गाया, जीवन का सुख उसने पाया. राम नाम तो मंत्र है सुख का, राम नाम तो मंत्र है सुख का. भजत जे अभिमान, अरे मन भजने से तारा, अरे मन भजने से सुख समझ बैठा है जिनमें, दुख के है कारण वो जग में. मेरा मेरा क्यों करता है, मेरा मेरा क्यों करता है, अपने कुछ नहीं मान, अरे मन भजने से तारा, अरे मन भजने से तारा, अरे मन भजने से तारा. Shri Ram है सुख का धाम. Shri Ram is really a abode of all happiness, friends. So when Sutikshan saw the Lord, can you imagine the joy, the happiness? Dandakesman, he fell flat prostrated at the feet, his forehead on the feet of the Lord Shri Ram. Shri Ram lifted him up and embraced him. And the moment Shri Ram embraced him, the heavens started to shower flowers. The sound of discussions and Jai Jaikar. And Sutikshan, he got that loving embrace of Bhagwan Shri Ram. And what that means? Two souls have become one. Lord Krishna says, pure souls, perfect souls come to me and are never subjected to rebirth. When Shri Ram embraces Sutikshan, it means his soul and Shri Ram's soul have become one. Sutikshan is not going to be born again. He is going to Bhagwan. There's a nice bhajan which says, Mujhe apne sharaname le lo Ram. This is Sutikshan has gotten. And you see, friends, what Sutikshan worked for it. He did all the sacrifice. He was totally committed and devoted. So friends, this is what life is about. The sacrifices we make, the commitment or devotion, like the Maharaj family has shown us this evening. May Bhagwan bless you in a very special way. Friends, Bolo Prabhu Ramachandra ki jai. And what happens from here takes us into another episode. So this evening, friends, it's been a great pleasure to be here as Pandit Navan is going to perform the Havan ceremony. And this evening, what a nice bhajan it is singing. You have to sing tonight. Right? Last week when we were in when Pandit Prakash started to sing, just imagine in the Mandir people started dancing and you had to see it to be it. You have to experience it. And I have experienced this. That's why I enjoy going, did the Yagyas. Para Prakash was up there. So Para Prakash will do some of your bhajans, please. One. How are you going to sing one of me? Okay, Para Prakash is going to sing for us, and we have Havan to be done. And this evening, we're very happy to have our Sati Prakash on stage performing with me this evening. So many thanks to these young boys and girls on the stage as Kanuji is going to do us his bhajan.
Principal Vrindavan Vihari Lal ki Jai. Pandit requested me to sing this song for my brother and Bauji 20th wedding anniversary. I know I really doesn't sing so good, but he makes me feel like I could really sing, so I just feel good. So I dedicate this song in congratulating you guys on your 20th wedding anniversary. सोनी का घरवा राजा रामचंद्र मैया सैया रच कर मैया सैया रच कर मैया हमको देंगे मधुबन के शीतल सोनी का घरवा राजा रामचंद्र मैया सैया रच कर मैया रच कर मैया हमको देंगे मधुबन के शीतल सीता सुहर्द सीता सजरे जाऊँ कठोरे श्री राम को हरि हरि प्रभु लौटा युज कर लौटा युज कर उतार प्रभु मर गए की सजिया की रखिया सुन तुम हमें घरवाला था रामचंद्र मैया सैया रच कर मैया हमको जाएंगे मधुबन के शीतल हो अलची कर के राजा बन वृंदावन वृंदावन लय कमन लय हो प्रभु मर के की सजिया बिछाए हृदय बीच रख दे सोनी का घरवाला था रामचंद्र मैया सैया रच करो मैया हमको जाएंगे मधुबन के शीतल सोनी का सोनी का घरवाला था रामचंद्र मैया सैया रच कर मैया सैया रच करो मैया हमको जाएंगे मधुबन के शीतल हो मैया हमको जाएंगे मधुबन के शीतल